That's a good question. Have you been really contemplating this?
Yeah.
This is deep.
I just gave up on
You did this for your happiness?
it. Yeah. 100%. Oh, it doesn't have like a button. It has like a, oh, that's badass. I know what I would store in Vegas. Is that my head setup? For real? This is nice, dude. This is, I wish I knew what I liked the way you do. Like, I said that before. Let me hit her up. Let me hit her up now. Are we recording? Perfect. That's a great way to start the episode. I'm in Vegas at the end of the month. Pastor Robles in Vegas. By the way, I'm in. What a great way to start. Do you have any tour dates?
I have a bunch. When does this come out?
This comes out next week. Next week, I will be in Hawaii surfing. Taking Jordan surfing.
You are? Where are you going to go in Hawaii?
I'm going to. Considering this comes out Wednesday, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
Which island are you going
to? I'm staying in Turtle Bay.
Surfers. Shit, maybe I can get you the surf instructor. Or you already have somebody?
I'm just doing. I have people that have offered to take us out, but that makes me really uncomfortable. I don't like it, bro. No. I don't want to be one. I just want to be with like.
I mean, do you want to be a professional instructor?
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get the.
Okay, and like I have a hard time when people say, "Oh, don't worry, I'll pay for it." It gives me uncomfortable.
What up?
Exactly.
I go, just let me pay for it, so that I know that like they go, the meal's on us. I go, you don't know how I eat. Hey, drinks are on us. And I go, that's gonna put it 10. Yeah. But I've been off for 2 months.
Time to watch Squatchy try and make a Marvel cover look good because their paper is shit.
Saturday night. Yeah, not full. Like, who counts that? Like, when you, like, if someone goes, when was the last time you had a drink? You say exactly.
Well, if they were asking me that question, it's
okay, when was the last time you had a drink? No, this is you do it.
I don't know.
Okay, me too.
Okay, no, wait, I can tell you. I had a drink on Saturday.
What'd you have?
I had, it was some disco, you know what I mean? Like, concoction with
Oh, do you look at the menu and go, that looks good?
No, they actually brought it up. They were like, this is the chef's menu. They're like, he wants you to have this. And like, I think, yeah. And then I think the other drink I had that week, I hadn't had one for like 2 tonics. It's just like, always like, feels fresh, you know, like refreshing.
It's so funny, I did not want to drink at all. Like, because I drank on his birthday and I didn't want to. I didn't want to because I
didn't want to break the streak. Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with like,
right, like I'm in a streak.
I'm in a streak, I'm feeling good, take a look at my recovery, I'm like, ooh. Look at this, you're going to be fucking jealous. Look at my recovery.
I can hate Marvel paper. It's the goddamn worst paper you could ever fucking use. It is a big thumbs down for me on Marvel paper.
Stop losing this feeling of like the big ability to move the front of my face when I drank tequila.
It is the worst paper you could possibly ever do art on.
This might be a deeper issue. I don't know if it's tequila related. I was happy it's not that same. Just got all tests. I talked to my neurologist about it. Like, that doesn't sound like a real thing. I was like, because it doesn't happen.
All your tests are good.
I know, they're crazy.
Wait, all of them?
All my testosterone is really low.
Okay, but blood work.
Oh, perfect.
Liver.
Perfect. No. It's I think the range is 4.
Anything to fucking work.
But it's not. Kidneys are fine.
Shit paper.
Cardiovascular, perfect. My inflammation was fine. She's like, just as a sign of just being inflamed. But you know, when I stopped drinking, yeah, I'm gonna slow down. But no, I did the scans on the neck. Yeah. I did the CT scan. I did the one that killed John Ritter. Okay. I did all of them, and they're all fine. These have, I think they do it ranges of like 0 to 15% blockage, which is minimal, which is kind of not inconsequential, but if not significant, nothing significant. So on both, I was 1 to 15, but they can't 0 to 15. They can't tell you where you are. They just know. And I'm 0 in my heart, 0 everywhere else.
And your brain's okay?
I don't think so.
I was gonna say there's no holes in there.
You know, I wonder if I'm getting, because I noticed I stopped communicating in words a lot. Like I started going like, hey, like just it was just easier.
Yeah. But you're also on stage communicating, unless you're doing that on stage.
And I've been doing stand up, so I've been off for 2 months.
How does it feel?
Right. I've never done this. I've never taken 2 months off.
Wouldn't it be cool if they're like, oh, the life expectancy of the person is 55, and so like your work life is over now? Like you'd be like, oh, I could retire.
I could retire when I was 55. I could actually live right next time. Yes, I was 55.
And right, and then they're like, what's the year?
No, but 55 years.
That's what I'm saying, around 55.
Oh, I got 5 years to blow it the fuck out.
Just do whatever you want. And it's so much longer. Life is so long. I hate when people say life is short. It's so fucking long.
Life is, you know, it's so funny. I have a buddy, not funny. I shouldn't even talk about it. I have a buddy dealing with cancer. You know, sounds my buddy Tom. He's maybe I think he's pretty well on this. He's been battling with it, and it's funny. Not funny. I don't mean funny. Lighthearted. He is a comedy writer. He is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
he's written on, for everyone who's listening, he's written on all the roasts. He's been a producer on all your favorite shows.
Yeah. He's also the guy that texts. Every text response will make me laugh out loud.
The best. You know, he got a TV show. He went in for a TV show. He wanted to be a writer and executive producer on a TV show. And the person, he went up to the interview, and the person said, how are you with long hours? And he goes, I love it. And they go, how are you with shitty pay? And he goes, he's like, I don't give a shit. I just want the opportunity. And they were like, great, we pay you. We work your long hours and all we pay you is chicken. And he goes, great. And he left the meeting, went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, walked back, and he brought in a bucket of chicken, sat on the table. He goes, I'll work for the first week for free. And he got the fucking job. That's fucking stuff. Yeah, and so he's been battling cancer aggressively. He needs. I follow him on GoFundMe. I don't have all the links right now, but like I posted on Instagram. You can find him. But you get updates on GoFundMe. That's the thing I like about GoFundMe is that you can follow the person's journey, and they'll give updates. And man, cancer's a motherfucker. It's unrelenting. It's unrelenting, but he still has a sense of humor about all of it. Like we were texting. I was getting ready to go to a bachelor party. We were texting on the plane, and he's still fucking making me laugh. Yeah, he's dealing with it. He's in the thick of it right now. I think he's gonna turn around okay. But
you know what type he's got?
I don't. And so it'd be irresponsible for me.
No.
But the one day he texted me and he was like, yo, you don't know how rough this can be. Just the fucking mucus, like it's in his throat, so it's like it has a hard time swallowing and eating. And I woke up, and this was like the first day I didn't drink, and I was hungover, and I went, what am I doing? Like I'm fucking at 50% right now. When if you gave this opportunity, John, you'd be like, no, put me at 100%. I'll bust my ass in the gym. Just give me one day of 100%. He's at fucking 35% every day because he's got to do that. And that day, it was at 6 in the morning. I was getting ready to go somewhere, fly somewhere, and the sun was coming up. I felt the sun in my face, and I was like, I'm gonna hop off the wagon and go work out hard as fuck. I'm gonna try my hardest to be healthy. And then I got all my blood work back, and I was like, dude, I'm blessed. I'm fucking blessed that as hard as I fucking partied, and now I go back on the road.
See you later.
For generations, the watching the seasons change. There's something special about falling in wrestling. Nothing else like it, really. Let's take a look at what's happened to my team this year. With your friends in a brand new Triple Online co-op. Clutch time expands to both a multiplayer and single player experience. Finally, contracts are going.
bus is here. So Peter packed up the bus last night.
Yeah.
And so they tell us we're going to do Atlantic City, then I come home, then we're going to do a makeup date in Spokane, then Victoria, British Columbia, and they say, listen, the bus is going to be in Spokane. It's easier for us to take the bus around, but no drugs going into Canada. Well, easy, we clean the bus out. Like, we're getting the bus clean. Just put everything in. And so, it's super, the bus is empty.
Yeah.
So are those buses. Here comes back.
Jimmy!
Over ounce of marijuana. It was in my disc golf bag. Didn't see it. Fucking 9 joints. A bag of weed some guy gave me. My fucking smoke can, the little one thing. A vape pen. All of that thing. Dude, we almost went into Canada. And I don't even know where Victoria is. Victoria by Vancouver?
Yeah.
Where is Victoria?
Victoria's right, like, on the way to Vancouver.
For real? Yeah. Yeah, so we would have pulled in, we would have fucking got arrested. And you jumped into the story about you going through.
Dude, that was, I fucking almost had a sweet old bus fare to go to jail. Because I forgot.
Here's the question. What are you willing to sacrifice? I read a quote the other day that kind of stuck with me. It said, the death of one man is a tragedy. The death of thousands is a statistic.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, I'm really into history.
Yeah. Obsessed. It's fair to say that.
I'm obsessed with history. Yeah. I don't even realize my kids are making fun of me when they say 90 and 100%. I don't even realize they're making fun of me.
Oh, they're doing
They're like, I did the other day, there's one pizza, and Charlie goes, 100%. I don't know, can I say it in regular life?
Yeah, so
And I was like, for real, you want it? She's like, 100%. And then I was like, George, you want pepperoni? She's like, Dad, don't get make meal. And I'm like, I know, right? Fucking assholes. So, what are you willing to sacrifice?
for what?
For your happiness?
For my happiness? That's a good question. Have you been really contemplating this?
Yeah.
This is deep.
I just gave up for it.
You did this for your happiness?
Yeah. I was watching a pretty fucked up video, and I was like, this isn't going to happen in my real life.
Well, I have a lot of thoughts on it.
You're all.
Well, okay, let's continue. I mean, first thing I'd like to say is that I don't shit on anybody in that industry.
I don't at all.
I know. I'm putting it out there that I don't
Yeah.
like. There's a stigma that they deal with. In my experience, I was just saying that to somebody that my experience with people in the industry is always amazing. Like, I'm saying that I've been fortunate to do like comedy bits with adult performers.
Yeah.
I just did a couple. I just had 2 in
Oh, and the new thing?
and that thing, two things, but they're just, I mean, I don't know if we ruined anything. I mean, I'll tell you, of course I'll tell you who.
Yeah, but you want to edit it out?
So I had this thing, and but in my
Good
experience,
call, Austin. Good call.
Jesus. But anyway, is that they're always so cool and nice, and so I just want to put that in a.
I will take it a step further. I think the whole industry as a whole is a nice decompression button from regular life. I can't. Here's where I have a crux with it. I can't imagine living a life where my wife wasn't cool with me watching porn.
Yeah, that'd be strange. I agree with you.
I have a friend who's not allowed to go to a strip club, and like Leon's totally cool with strip clubs.
Yeah.
And I think growing up in Florida, I think maybe because in Florida, at the end of the night, that's where everyone went.
Well, strip club also, as a group, is very different than strip club alone.
By yourself.
By yourself.
By yourself.
It's very different. But the it is not.
That's a regular sized day.
It definitely is not. I promise you.
This guy's pretty good. You see.
I hate that I know who he is. Okay.
All right, keep going.
This is-
So pull up the screen. I'm gonna put that on.
So this is what I think. So first of all, what I'm saying is, great people. They've always so sweet, and every time I've met somebody like that, they've been great. My thought on it, to one degree, is that you have to accept that this is fantasy and entertainment, and it's serving a purpose. And there's times in your life where, like, it really does serve. You know, you're alone. Let's say we're comedians, we're on the road, and you know, you're in your hotel room, and you're like, jerk off, right?
Yeah.
You pull it up, and it serves its purpose. I can think of times too, especially when I was like, I feel like I just got here, early 20s, alone. I can think of like watching what I would say is like just way too much, and you get into this space where you're like, this isn't healthy, because too much of anything can be like disruptive to you. I think there's an imbalance to it. And I think the older you get, I mean, to me, I've become less interested in porn as I've gotten older. I see it for what it is. I see it as serving a purpose, and being there to do something to stimulate your mind in some way, you know, to arouse you. That it is a fantasy, but ultimately it isn't reality. And even like people at work in the industry will tell you, like, no, this isn't real. This is a performance that we're putting on. Yeah. I actually think this isn't because I want to take, I preface this, like, I don't want to take business away from any of the ones that work, whatever. But I think we're all better off not consuming it all the time.
I you know,
I'm saying this as somebody who's watched plenty, and I joke about it all the time. I talk about it. I'm not an anti-porn activist at all. I'm saying for your mind, for your happiness, for your sex life. You know, I think the way that it serves you as a couple or whatever is probably to watch, like, if you find something like to watch together.
I think it would be great. I've never in a million years would get me into watching it together.
Yeah.
Like, here's what's crazy: she's cool with it. She's cool with me watching porn. But I don't think she knows what porn is. Like I don't think I think she's cool with me watching it, but she's not cool watching it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, she's cool with the disconnect of going. If that helps her get through the day and keeps us happy, and he needs to jerk off and watching, you know, whatever he needs to watch with these girls. It's just crazy because the girls I enjoy most remind me of Leanne.
Do you have ever met any of them?
Yeah, and Christy Mack. But that, you know what's crazy? Here's the crazy thing about like meeting Christy Mack is like, I mean, I say this respectfully, and I hope this doesn't come out wrong, but like, I felt a tad bit creepy at times because even like I'm a fan of hers, yeah, but I'm a fan. First of all, she's a little different than everyone else because I followed her life. You know, like I followed her when I first heard about her on Road, right? Yeah, when she was dating that one guy, yeah, John, and then I followed the tribulation. I followed that, and then like MMA fights. I was like, oh shit, that's like Christy Mack. Yeah. She had a cool look. She has altitude up. Yeah. She likes snakes. I like snakes. She like fucking dogs. Like I was like, oh, this is a cool chick. And then you follow the fight and the beating and then the whole story. And you follow all of it. And then in a weird way, you're like it's good to see her happy. If that makes sense. Sure. Also, there is a moment where you're sitting in a room with her talking, and you're like, my only way of coming without you is by watching you naked. Yeah, I don't know if maybe you didn't experience this too. So far, and this happened 100% of the time. Yeah. Every time I've met a porn star, yeah, I can't sexualize them. Oh, I haven't. Because I think meeting Christy Mack's boyfriend was the thing that killed it for me. Oh, well, I'm just like, he's a really cool dude. The thing is that, like, because what you realize is that when you want, like, if you just go to like a tube site and you watch a clip, yeah, right, you're just like, you're in this room with this person who there's a distance between you and them, and you're like, really, they're just like this uber sexual person, yeah, and you're watching them have sex, and like, okay, that's super arousing. When you're at the Comedy Store or wherever, and somebody goes, this is Christy Mack, and you're like, oh hey, and then you just start talking about, like, she's like, yeah, you know, the flight was delayed,
oh yeah, we fly into LAX, fucking nightmare, right? And then you start talking about real life stuff. The separation from fantasy person to real person, it's like this thing just kind of disintegrates, and then you go, well, you're just like my friend. It's like you're a regular person now. I can't watch you anymore.
Oh, fucking Marvel paper drives me fucking crazy.
And you're right, I can't because I met her and her boyfriend. And I was like, I felt weird.
By the way, they all hate us so much right now. They're like, stop saying to not watch them.
Do not meet them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Don't meet your heroes. It's because it is. I wonder what. So like everyone goes. I was going to do comedy, right?
Yeah.
So because everyone thinks they're funny.
Sure.
I think that's what the weird part is. I think there's a kinship between porn stars and stand-ups and strippers because we all work at night. We all have fun, and everyone's like, "Oh, that would be the lifestyle." And you're like, "Well, you don't live in it, but it is fun. We chose it." But I think there's a kinship in occupations. A bunch of us, like bartenders, chefs, porn stars,
there's a fraternity.
Bouncers. Like we work like vampires, and so, but I wonder, like people always go, "Oh, I'm really funny," or "I could be." I wonder. So
Fucking Jimmy Paper.
And we actually probably know a lot. They could have been stand-ups had they committed their minds to it.
I have a friend that I think of immediately.
I do. Then I go immediately. I go. The funniest
Fucking
guy
Jimmy got me
So goddamn funny.
Yeah.
blocked on IG.
I wonder what percentage of women could have been like, or like, so like, I use Kristen.
I put everything in review and then I came back and said I was still harassing him even though he's a scammer. And then I messaged, well, are you going to look into him scamming the community? And didn't get a message back. So you're not allowed to use bad language even if you're speaking up against someone who wronged people.
I wonder what percentage of women are like that in the bed. Because, I mean, this respectfully, Leanne is not a adventurous X Games star in the bed. She's not like a seriously, she can put her whole fist in my ass. Like, that's not Leanne. It's not fingers in her asshole, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Pussy to mouth, that shit doesn't happen. Like, she's just a real fucking. She's a offensive lineman of sex.
But you also realize that is. You realize that is most, right?
No, that's my point. It's like what percentage is not? Like what percentage of
There's some super freaks. Let's be clear. There's some super freaks out there, and I think some of them go like, I can do that, but there's the biggest difference between the regular person who's like, I'm a freak and I can do this professionally, and the ones you see.
God, this looks like a kid fucking colored it.
Lights and cameras, the people standing around you. That's
Or a Jimmy.
Is that they walk into the room the way you walk on stage. You walk on stage, and your funny friend who doesn't.
This looks like a Jimmy did it.
Because the difference is, you're like, yeah, but I'm gonna get up on stage, and everyone's just gonna, and it's just gonna be me and a microphone, and this horrible body, and they're all gonna laugh, and that's like.
Are you talking about me?
The difference is that like the sexy girl and the poor guy who's like, because there's a lot of dudes who are like, dude.
I have so many friends
We
that
were
are
like,
if you didn't show my face, bro, I'd put it down.
right, and the difference is you walk on a set. I mean, I was on a set yesterday. There's not shooting a porn, but there's porn people there, and you start thinking about it. You're like, I mean, there's cameras, there's 20 people standing around, there's lights, and you're just like, this is where a guy is just like, yup, naked, ready to go. I mean, that is a different type of pressure.
So I did a side pivot. I want to be on this conversation.
Oh, motherfucker.
Okay.
Fucking hate.
Trip flip, we did in Paris. We did a couple.
Oh, you can't even
And we were
fucking color on that.
in an apartment overlooking with a beautiful view of the Notre Dame. And they were going to be charcoal sketches. So we set them up to look at the Notre Dame with their things there. And then I have to show up naked and go, actually, you're sketching this. And it's me naked. So problematic now. consent. But you know, it's like running up the fucking everyone in Travel Channel signs
Yeah,
off.
yeah, that's funny.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Bit. Bert cool with it. Like when Bert's the last one gets cool with it. Give him a hard on. So they sent me up to the room. They sent me to the room, and I decide I'm gonna get hard.
Wow, so this is where this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna get hard.
Yeah.
And then I'll show it. I'll get hard. Then it'll look nice for the front. So they sent me up to the artist's office. Yeah. Trip flip, nude, model, Bert. So that's me naked. That's the couple. God rest their souls. I think it definitely made the rest of the trip very awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't speak for them. I didn't for me, but once you see someone naked, then it's hard to not see that.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think it would have been better if she had been like really into you.
she was not.
But, right.
She definitely was not.
But that would have made.
She was a rescue worker. And she still is probably a rescue worker in Colorado.
Okay.
She does mountain rescues. And
so wait, do you go upstairs and fluff yourself?
so I go upstairs to the artist thing. They have them downstairs having coffee. So I run up to the artist thing. Artist go back to the artist. I think the artist is kind of attractive. Older lady. Yeah. Kind of attractive. Very frank, very cool.
Yeah.
And she says, and sees new people all the time.
Yeah.
You got new people. Yeah. She was okay. Do you have a glass of wine? I was like, yeah, can you have a glass of wine? And I was like, hey, is it okay? She goes, yeah, no, of course, make it the way you want to see it. Like David. So I was like, okay. So I get a glass of wine, I go back into the back corner of her house, and then I start fluffing. And nothing, right, has happened. Nothing, right? It's getting smaller. And I am doing everything. I pull up porn on my phone. I can't get it. Suppress anything. Yeah. I am doing where you grab the base and whack it back and forth. Yeah. I'm trying to pump blood into it. Nothing. Now, granted, it is like holding this apartment. Yeah. Because if you notice wrong, fucking wrong. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And my sound guy, John Sales, comes in. He's like, are you ready? And I was like, no, get close. He looks at it. He's like, oh my God. I mean, it's the worst it's ever been. It's the worst representation of my dick that it's ever been. I mean, I'm talking drunk at a dinner party, kick him out. I don't ever want to see you guys again. That's what my dick looks like. Yeah. So they bring the couple in. And they start looking at the on, and our producer comes back and said, you ready? And I was like, this is all I got. He's like, that's what we're going to go with.
60 plus channels to pop into. Find them. Channel comfort.
And I walk out totally naked with, I'm not even joking, maybe this much dick. Maybe this much dick. I'm not even joking. And they turn. The dude starts laughing, and the girl's like, and I sit there. And so I get on the couch and I pose. And I mean, my crew is crying, laughing.
It's like
it's not, it's just, by the way, it's standing a little bit because it's that small. It's that small. It's that small. And I'm shaking. I've got chili bumps. It's cold. So this is the worst part. Is they go, should we bring a heater in for Bert? And she's like, I believe over here. And so my sound guy, John Sales, moves the heater. My dick feels the heat, and as they're crying, it starts going and expanding and relaxing, and everyone's like, it is the. I have that picture somewhere. It is so. The woman, the artist, did a drawing of it too, and it is so bad. It is so bad. I've got it. It's somewhere around here. You should hang it. I should. Dude, it was so bad. It was so bad that I mean, that was a comparison. Really good. That was a rough trip for that lady. We had a bunch of coffee.
Nice jacket.
It's a great jacket. I wanted it in Italy. They were a cool couple. He was a really cool dude. I liked him. I think that
was that before or after?
That's after my dick. That's after my dick. And after we get a helicopter, and we get a helicopter to go. Dude, this show was so problematic. It's not. We can't find it. Discovery Plus is not airing it. And I'm thinking about buying it from on Discovery.
Yeah.
And airing it on my website and doing commentary because there were so many problems in the show. We get her in.
You could get that uncensored too. You could make a lot of money with that.
What the fucking dickhead crew was supposed to shoot it like Austin Powers and stuff in front of my deck, and they were laughing so hard they just shot me naked.
But that's even better.
Just dick and everything. Nothing lost.
But that'd be better for if you get to own it. You can actually sell it.
They passed pictures. I know they did.
Of course.
At High Noon and the Travel Channel,
Yeah.
they just sent my dick everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. But that is the point where I realized, I could not do porn because I couldn't get hard. And I wasn't fucking it.
Yeah. This is back to the point of how people think they can do it. Also, I want to point something out. I'm not saying no one should watch porn.
No, well, no, still was porn. Here's the thing.
I'm saying you said this all started because you said, "What are you willing to sacrifice for your happiness?" You said, "Stop watching porn," and I was just advocating the fact that I think that removing like fantasy shit, like complete fantasy, from your mind, you can stimulate your mind sexually with stuff. Here's the thing that this is the biggest point I want to make.
Okay.
I've learned, I think, that you can stimulate your mind sexually without porn in other ways that you don't realize until you're not doing it with porn. Like if porn didn't exist, you would still want to fire things in your brain sexually. And so you're like, well, I did that before porn. Exactly. So it's like, it's in your mind, it's, okay, it could be reading things, it could be erotic, okay,
Devil's advocate.
okay.
But then this, okay, hypothetically speaking,
Yes.
Trump comes president, and he, by the way, I have all this Trump shit that we got on the road.
He looks stunning, by the way.
So he's doing.
He looks like
I bought all this Trump. The last run he did, anytime we went to the red state, I bought Trump shit like a Trump pen and punch and like Trump.
But look at him golfing. He just golfed this weekend. God, he looks,
How old is he?
he's like 74 or 5. He really looks good. What is it?
10 wears the hat every day.
10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. He looks fucking terrible. God. Oh.
That's not a good look.
It's not. None of it's good. The face, the hair.
It's a solid hat though. I had so much done with that memorabilia because we got it when we were doing the quarantine tour that I just picked it up. And the other day,
You have that hat?
no, yeah, we do have that. Remember, I did it. It's just like
He's got the pants up like over his navel. That's a real I've given up.
I just started doing it today. I just did that in a video. I did the video of me. I'm gonna do promote dates, and I was doing this workout today where it was a quarter-mile run, man makers. You know, where you do a push-up with the weights, where you do like those, 20 of those, and then I had a 55-pound weight over my head, and I walked down the long drive my back. I was like, I gotta look good with this weight, right? So I was like, get my camera out. And I saw it, and he was still arms extended. You could still see like the lump in my belly. So I pulled my pants up, and I was like, you can't see it anymore. So I don't know how but anyway, I got that hat. Remember I had that hat?
The Make America Great Again?
Isla and I went to go photo River in Alabama, and she goes, I need a hat. I said, just grab one. And she just grabbed the Make America Great Again. And I didn't say anything. I went, that's a great hat, baby. I bought it. We walked out there, and he goes, what the fuck are you doing? And they got that, like, no, that's a hat. And so then I did a video. I've done 2 videos in my house not realizing what's up. I did one where I was like coming to the old house, and I was coming in, and I was like, I think I was either FaceTiming you or FaceTiming you, and you went, whoa, stop right there. Is that a Make America Great Again hat? I went, oh yeah, it's on our hat rack. And then I did another one where I picked up a Trump 2020 flag,
Yeah.
and I put it on our mantle for when the girls came home, and the girls came home, they went out there, bro.
Oh, I remember
And
this.
then I forgot I was up there, and I watched Monday Night Football, and started filming. I was like, this is how I watch football. And it's a Trump 2020 flag. I had so much of that memorabilia that I'm blind to.
Yeah.
So I had CBS come here to do something, and I have like Trump magnets everywhere. It's just I don't see them, and then it's like, and then I immediately I was like, oh, it's CBS, I respect it. So, that's when I had to clean out everything.
For all your summer travels, whether you're going abroad or staying domestic and you want to immerse yourself in the culture, now is the perfect time to start Babbel. Babbel is the language learning app that's sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun, easy, bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination. I am on Babbel
Sticking
every
to
day,
the fucking
and I'll say
paper.
I was messing around.
Thanks,
with another
Marvel.
language learning app that is dog doo-doo. Okay, Babbel actually helps you speak the language the way that you are supposed to. It's not phrases like, when is the tarantula going to meet the turtle in my boot? It actually has you say things that you would say in another language. It's fantastic, and I'm doing it every day. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, video stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee right now. Save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/bears. That's BABBEL.com/bears for up to 60% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. The wait is almost over. A new football season is about to begin. Get ready for the NFL Week 1 action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. To celebrate the return of football, DraftKings
Shows up green. Color I wanted.
on any football game and get $200 in free bets instantly. Want more action to open night? Everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. Get up to 7, you win. Bet on any NFL team of your choice. If your team lands by 7 points at any point during the game, you get paid instantly, even if your team loses. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code BEARS to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on any football game. That's code BEARS only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Right, we were talking about stimulating your mind.
Yes.
Outside.
So then, okay. So hypothetically, say Trump becomes president again, and he pulls out all. Okay, he goes, no pork, and he says the same thing. Guys, how many more serial killers do we have? Because like I can get my mind stimulated. Like when I go without porn, I definitely know things turn me on quicker than I would maybe notice. But that also happens in the world as much as it happens in my house. Like I definitely will like have you ever seen a chick running down the street and like, she's hot? Like I don't do that often. I remember when I was younger, I didn't know you couldn't check out other chicks in front of your girlfriend. I would be like, whoa. And then she'd be like, what are you doing? She's like, I was fucking shit. Step up your game. I gotta be around people who fucking pay attention to the teams. But I wonder if you get dudes who don't have a girlfriend, who don't have any prospects of getting a girlfriend, that are now at a mall just standing under the escalator going, you know what I mean? For sure. Like, porn does serve a purpose for some people who just get the demons out and they can operate in the world.
Absolutely. And that's what absolutely it serves a purpose. And absolutely, look, sometimes it's a nice resource to like check out and enjoy. And like, you know, like I said, that hotel, we live that hotel life. And sometimes you're alone and you're like, I just want something to.
That's what Leanne one time said to me at dinner party where we were talking about porn, and it was your sample size is not everyone's sample size. So your sample size is you and your friends, and you and your friends are degenerates, and what you guys like, not everyone likes. I was like, bullshit, right? Every dude
She's
likes.
probably seen like 8 clips.
She has seen 8 clips of regular,
like blowjob,
like tasteful, you know, like.
Not like, wow.
You tried something sexually, and Christina said no. Like meaning like I'll give you a perfect example. Soft example. Leanne's birthday. I shouldn't share all this, but I don't care. Leanne's birthday. Next morning, wake up. Leanne had a blast for her birthday.
Oh, I saw your.
I hit it out of fucking park. She goes to Georgia. She took Georgia orientation. And I was watching Isla because my sister got sick. I was watching Isla, and I said, working out one more morning, and then I was like, I gotta do something for his birthday. And then she said, I want a dance party. And then Pete Lacey was like, well, we'll just get her a dance floor. I was like, and my sister Connie goes, I'm on it. I just gave you my connect. They'll give you a dance floor. I think we got Carter Cruz, DJ. I invited a very small amount of people, so it wasn't like. So the end didn't have to take care of people, because that's how the end works. Yeah. If it's too many people, then she has to make sure the house is clean. We had our cleaner come to clean the house top to bottom. Got a dance floor, put up lights, lacy tape. Everyone helped out. Everyone came and helped out and made food, and it was great.
Yes, they will be sold as a pair. However, judging by the fact that I haven't sold a sketch cover in almost a month, I would say it probably won't be sold because nobody's spending money on sketch covers. So it'll probably be something that, like all the other sketch covers, you will see in my stories every single day. So get ready, because you're going to see them every single day.
We do the first part, and then she's happy. So we go to do the second part, and I go, hey, I have a little, and she goes, nah. I was like, oh, okay. And like, just like a typical, not like a, hey, don't do that, but like a typical, like, that's not happening. And you just go, all right. What percentage would you say that happens in your relationship where you suggest something, and she goes, no, you can do this? And you're like, I'll take that.
Wow, that's a good question. I mean,
because I have a great one after this. I have a great question that hit me hard as fuck. Okay, go.
Okay, I think now
That could work.
that's not happening. It's not all the time. It's a percentage. I don't know the exact percentage, but I feel like
15%.
yeah, I think that's accurate. You know, but I'm also like, were you asking for something totally new?
No, well, I have, and by the way, those are always no.
But I mean, in this particular case, it's
No. It's just like hey,
something you've done before.
fluff me up a little bit before we go in. I like that. Dr. Drew really painted it, fucking really hit it out of the park for me.
What is that?
He was like, his wife did, actually. She said to Leanne, you don't always have to suck his dick till an orgasm. You just suck his dick a little bit, and then that will suffice. And for me, that just, I just love that. And then sex, and Leanne was like, nah, it's my birthday. Get to work, big guy. And I was like, okay. But if I was like, no, we'd be sucking my dick. And she'd be like, excuse me? Because there's no like, there's no even playing around. You can't just be like, it's suck his dick. Like, that's not the same. Or she's like, hey, would you agree? No, that's not happening. We're doing the thing on.
Dude, they're so, by the way, Drew and this, they're so heterosexual. Are they in their 60s?
Jesus.
And it's like,
Well, they still look good.
they do still look good.
They don't look like they're in their 60s.
Yeah. I mean, and I might be wrong. I might see some 2 years younger, so I don't want to get this.
Well, no one's buying mystery boxes right now, dude.
He's like 62 or something. No.
I probably won't sell Squatch boxes ever again, just because it's impossible to please people when you've got people like Wink Inc. and DJ Links and all those people telling people that they deserve a certain fucking amount of fucking money books in a box that isn't even. They paid less for the box and they expect every book to be worth what they paid. Every book basically is supposed to be the price of the box in their eyes. So like even your filler is supposed to be $100 book in their eyes, because they have to sell this shit on Whatnot. They have to sell it in their auctions. They're not collecting it. It's something that they got to sell. So all these people joining in and all these Whatnot sellers and everybody, they join in and they all fucking come to this agreement. And guess what happens? No one's buying fucking mystery boxes anymore because they all think that they're supposed to be spoiled just like these YouTubers.
Do you ask for
They've absolutely ruined mystery boxes. Mystery boxes used to be fun. Comic Vantage used to sell out all the time. Now, he's lucky if he sells 20 boxes. He used to sell 200 boxes every month. And now he hasn't even, you can't even buy a Comic Vantage mystery box. You can't even go get one.
It was chastity cocktails with
The fucking YouTube people, they're all out for money. They're all just trying to make money off of that shit. And yeah, a person selling a mystery box is trying to make some money, but they're also trying to do something fun for the community. But these guys, they completely sucked the fun out of mystery boxes. No one, you're not seeing anyone. You used to see videos of people even opening Spider-Man booth boxes. Everyone on every channel, they'd be opening those. When's the last time you saw a video of that? You can't even. People aren't even buying those anymore.
like, how did he get that? Because here's the deal, I could never get Leanne to do that. I could never get Leanne to do that. If I said to her, listen, here's what's the deal. This is what I need in my relationship. I need you to cockcage me and then sound me as you cockcage me and then sit there topless with 2 rubber gloves on and just back and forth. That's what turns me on. She would be like, look at this.
So bullshit now.
Right. But is she just
And it's all those fucking YouTubers. And I don't care if anyone watches this video. The best thing in the fucking world happened during this fucking C2E2 drama, because I saw someone who thinks that they're the biggest shit in the comic community, who thinks everybody owes them so much, who thinks that they've done so much for the community by doing giveaways. I saw them get fucking humbled pretty fucking quick, because he fucking was, everyone was, the guy of this company, Whatnot, was saying that they paid for all their sellers to have a pass for C2E2. No matter what, they paid all their sellers. And then this guy pops up and says, well, I didn't. I had to pay for my own and everything. And then the guy had to be like, well, okay, the big sellers and stuff like that. So he got fucking humbled pretty fucking quick. And that fucking felt good to see, because everybody puts this motherfucker on such a high pedestal. And it's really just, it's fucked the whole community. Mystery boxes are no longer fun. They're no longer fun. I used to watch so many videos on it. And now I don't see the point, because it's bullshit, and everybody's just shitting on the boxes because they didn't win. Everybody expects a huge win in these mystery boxes, and they forget that it's a fucking lottery ticket. It's a lottery ticket. You can't fucking get mad at the guy at 7-Eleven for selling you a lottery ticket that didn't fucking win. It's your own dumb fault for buying a fucking lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw. That's the exact one I saw. Okay, we don't need to see anymore. But like, I started going like, okay, so then just stop playing it. Oh, this is the exact one I saw. This is the exact one I saw. This is the legit one I saw that I went, okay, I'm watching this and then I go, see, I'm turned on by the gloves. And I was like, I would run the wearing gloves like that. And I was like,
Oh, fuck Whatnot. Whatnot's a joke.
okay, so for me, see,
Whatnot is a fucking joke.
for this guy, what is it?
Whoever thinks fucking Whatnot is a good thing is a fucking idiot.
So like, let's check it. I mean, some people are in this shit that's so. Once again, they do have shame, right? Okay, so what's wrong with this guy? So, like, say this guy is a big movie actor, and you find out that Brad Pitt likes, it's a bad example, right? That's fucking friend. But you find out that Arnie Hammer. No, don't do that one. The poor guy's selling real estate in the Cayman Islands. Is he? That's what they say.
That's what happened.
think so.
Just look. Did you see the documentary? No, I want to see it. There's a new documentary.
Yeah, there's a bit about his family. Listen, his family all dead.
That's his family. It's about his story.
What?
No. I have an inside line on this. So I've been getting fed information about the Hammer family for possibly 12 years. Okay? Yeah, so I knew about the Hammer family. Apparently, once again, allegedly, I feel bad traffic. Can we listen to this? It's on Discovery Plus. Yeah. Oh, I watched the Hammer Time. Is that a different one?
To talk about what happened in my relationship with Armie Hammer.
Yeah, exactly. But they make it like a popularity contest too, so you're not going to get to be able to even sell on there unless they approve you, which it's all just fucking, it's high school shit. And they're excluding a lot of people from being able to sell because they just want fucking you to buy. They don't want you to sell. And the fact that they fucking try to give you a course on how to sell when really they just want you to fucking promote them. They want you to promote them. Fucking anyone at fucking Whatnot, they couldn't fucking pay me to join Whatnot. It's a fucking joke.
It pushes your boundaries a little bit at a time. Your head is completely. These are messages that are being sent literally within seconds of each other. And he said, I'm 100% a cannibal. I'm freaking out. It was all he wanted to ever talk about. Then you get a note that says, I'm going to bite the out of you. And he just acted mad. The ropes were around your neck, your wrists, your ankles, and you're like completely immobilized. And I was closing my eyes until it ended.
Wait, he actually did this to me.
Well, some of it.
Once Courtney came forward, other women started coming forward.
How did Armie Hammer go from Hollywood Golden Boy to an alleged abuser?
Can I
When
tell you
all this
something?
came out about Armie,
Can we pause it?
not sure.
Yeah, please.
So,
Sweet. Also, there's I have a fault.
you're not doing something else.
No, I know. I read something in a Vanity Fair article.
Yeah.
And his allegedly, like his dad and his grandfather were into weird stuff. Allegedly.
But I gotta say something about even when we were watching, and then how I am responding to this.
Okay, I'm responding.
Okay, the way that I see this, there's a bit of manipulation the way this is being presented, because those messages that you're seeing, there's like dramatic music behind it. Yeah, oh my god, it's like it's going on at the time in a consensual relationship where they're not showing you the response to those messages. Like the girl is like, started that thing. He's like, I want to tie you up, do whatever I want to, and all these things. You don't know what the response is like. Yeah, that's.
Well, the problem is
that an unsolicited message?
the problem is that now no one buys anywhere but Whatnot. That's the problem. Because motherfuckers won't sell things, goods, and services on Instagram and everything. And if anyone's scared of doing that, they're fucking scam motherfuckers anyways. Between friends, if you do friends and family, it's because you could trust the motherfucker and you know that. But if you're buying off of someone you don't know, you should you should be allowed to sell goods and services.
I'm not into it because I've never been. I personally.
But there became this huge stigma, okay? And this is going to come back to Whatnot sellers. Before Whatnot, there became this huge stigma, and this is what basically built the foundation for motherfuckers to develop Whatnot, is because people were having a problem using PayPal and everything. Why? Because certain accounts were getting blocked. Why? Because they were fucking like raffle accounts and fucking like accounts that were doing crazy fucking amounts of money on certain things on the daily and shit like that. So it got flagged as like gambling and stuff like that, which PayPal, like you can go against them and everything and you'll get your money or whatever. However, a very certain minty gem of a YouTuber started blasting PayPal, saying that they were holding his money and all this shit. And then this huge movement of the fucking comic people that are sheeple, the comic sheeple, the people that only buy things if Comic Tom or Jim Mint or fucking whoever say that you gotta buy this fucking book. Those followers, those fucking sheep, they all started trashing PayPal. So no one wanted to use PayPal anymore because those fucking big fucking people were having problems with PayPal. You inconvenienced a fucking whatever. Are they fucking? Are we really supposed to call them influencers? But that's what started the whole fucking thing.
This dark controller, abuser.
That's not fair.
This behavior, it's deep rooted. On the outside, we were a perfect family, but magnified succession of millions.
But that shit's just, it's stupid.
My family.
And everyone jumped on that fucking whatnot train to follow Comic Tom, follow Jim Mint, and follow all these fucking lame ass motherfuckers. Because for some reason, people get fucking mesmerized by fucking people that think they're famous. I don't get it.
Monster unleashed. Now it's Army Hammer. It's just generation to generation that let the hammers control me my whole life. It's time to stop. I refuse to be silenced.
I'm a fan.
What up,
My
Joe?
name is Casey Hammer, and I'm about to reveal the dark, twisted secrets of the Hammer family.
I'm assuming that someone that is definitely not connected to the inheritance.
You're into this, right? You're gonna watch this.
I'm watching this. There's no way if your fucking bank account is tied to the inheritance that you're like, I'm gonna destroy this family. Wait, how much money do the Hammers have left? You know that he had nothing to do with Armand Hammer, right?
I have no idea what it is.
So that Armand Hammer net worth has been reported as high as $800 million at the time of his death. 1.6 billion. So
He
it's
died in 1990.
well, you know his name.
Okay, how about why with Hammer family? What fortune is it? After Army's great grandfather passed away, his father inherited more than $180 million fortune from his family's businesses. Aside from him within his oil business, Michael also owns other businesses like Hammer Productions and Hammer Galleries. We really don't. There's no explanation of the origin of that.
I'll say go to the Wikipedia of the grandfather. What's interesting is his grandfather, Armand Hammer, went ahead and just bought the company Armor Hammer. You know, the baking soda?
Armand Hammer?
Armand Hammer, whatever. Armand Hammer?
Yeah.
He just went ahead and bought it. It's like, I'm done with confusion. It's me too. Yeah, whatever.
Seriously?
Yeah. Google that. Yeah. He just was like, yeah, sure. It's like if someone came up with a beer called Burt's Beer, and I was Burt's Beeswax, and I was like, and I got so rich, I was like, just buy Burt's Beeswax, and then everyone stops fucking asking him. Armand Hammer is a brand of baking soda, consumer products, and baking soda. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be mesmerized by. But a lot of the comic sheeple that follow everything like that, they want to follow who they think is a superstar.
Leanne and I got divorced. There's a way she could. The text I sent her, I'm like, what's that? But Armand Hammer's not the heir of Armand Hammer. No, they have stock in the toothpaste and baking soda company. It's not named after them. But they bought enough stock so that he was like, enough of the questions. Yeah, sure, it's ours. But it is kind of crazy. And it's hard when you watch a documentary like this to not think it's gotta be a hit piece. They couldn't have gone in going, let's tell the story.
And also,
But there's no money in telling that story.
I
There's
know.
no money in it. There's no money in
I would be very interested in if they're going to show any responses to his messages, or if it's all going to be, because when the story first broke, and you're like, oh shit, this is wild, right? It occurred to me right away that they were only showing his stuff and like no responses. So how do you?
It's not his change; it's your change by watching his videos and subscribing to his bullshit. You're help paying his bills. That's what they want. They want the views. They want the likes. They want people sharing their stuff because they'll fucking get money off of the fucking amount of views and shit that you get.
Here's his response. Let's see.
That's why I think that these guys, they fucking like that this drama happened because more people are looking at them.
What did you tell her when she?
Because when someone hates you, the fucking hater is going to be watching your shit more than a fan. I don't think I've ever been subscribed to Jim Mint. The dude has always come off as a fucking... well, you can't even say that word anymore because of the way the fucking world is, but he would get clowned if he grew up around where I grew up. Where's that Jimmy? Where's Jimmy at? Where you at, Jimmy?
I need you to rent us a place, set up a list of things I'll mail you back. Of course, where you're going to be so naughty, people will know the possibilities. Alright, so that's definitely a play for us.
Yeah, that's playable. Here's the deal: it's like it's crazy. This is also one of those territories, just like politics, where I go, I got no room in this argument because I don't text like this.
Yeah.
I've never.
There's one other thing you got to say about a back and forth like this. What? And I mean, I'm just saying to be totally fair to people. You also don't know if there's a game in the back and forth of a text thread. In other words, I loved hurting you, and oh my god, it hurt so bad. It was so painful. Oh, that like that playing in.
Well, that one chick was like, "That's not how I saw it."
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying that people have a rapport.
Yeah,
that could be part of their game.
It's part of the game, but I mean, look, I'm pretty. I'm the wrong one to fucking.
Speaking of sex, Go ahead. So we did a podcast a few weeks ago where you were like, "Tim Dillon, he's been like,
oh," and then you called me a fat fucking beach.
So he came on Blind Next Live. He was. I don't know if there's a better guest on any podcast.
He may be.
Yeah, I tried looking up to see if he had that page anymore, but he's got me blocked. He even has my old tattoo page that I haven't used in a year, or actually more than a year. He even went as far as to block that. But he got me blocked from going live on Instagram because he complained that he was being harassed.
He has that ability that great comics do, where you can set him up and you just know he's going to run with something. It's like, you can bring up, there's certain people to like, right? Like if you go, I'm going to bring up racial injustice or police, brutality. I'm just going to set this question to Chris Rock. You know he's going to.
That's what he's been thinking about for the last month.
Yeah, there's something. He's going to say something that it's going to go for a while. It's going to be thoughtful. It's going to be funny. And I feel the same way with Tim, where like you bring up
you know,
Abortion. He had a rant on abortion where he's like, first of all, I think we should force abortions, force pregnancies. But here's the beautiful thing about Tim, is that you can't, like, you don't really know where his politics align because he has fun with it.
Yeah, he does. And
you have an idea where they align, but like for the most part,
it's not 100% leaning hard into one thing.
It's not like Shane Gillis, who's a definite Republican. Like it's or
Yeah.
I was texting with Shane yesterday. Yeah, I fucking love that guy.
He's hilarious.
He is the fucking funniest.
Yeah.
So keep going.
So Tim, I mean, you can
Shane Gillis will be with me in Red Rocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With him, you can just set him up, and it's like you can set him up with, you know, culture stuff. You can set him up with anything political, any hot button thing you can do. You just know you're just gonna just run with it. It's gonna be great. But I played a clip on the live show of you saying that, and I go, before I play, I go, all I want is honesty. I'm gonna show you something. I just want you to be honest, and I can take the honesty.
Okay. He's already in a bad place to be honest.
The clip plays, and he goes, "No, I never said that. I don't know what the hell he's talking about." And I go, "Really?" I go, "See what he goes?" No, he goes, "Bert is like a foam shoe beach retard." A foam shoe, like the guy who's.
I got it.
Oh, the guy who asked you for the pass. You're supposed to go to the beach. Oh, I laughed so hard I was dying. Oh God, it was great.
God, I hate that it made me giggle. He is. He really is.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't be sorry, dude. I mean, I'm sorry that he fucking took advantage of you and made artists look bad.
I would love to do that.
Because I'm struggling as fuck trying to get people to buy art and get commissions, and motherfuckers like that put a sour taste in people's mind, you know, in their mouth and shit, and fucking, you know, that means I'll get less commissions because there's more people like him out there that are just taking advantage of people and fucking them over. I mean, this is my job. This is how I make money, you know, is doing art. So when I'm not making sales, I'm fucking struggling, and I'm fucking trying to come up with as many ideas as I can to make sales and shit. But a motherfucker like this is why I went so hard, is because it wasn't just that you guys got fucked over, but it's like that kind of shit fucks me over too, because people will be scared to get commissions, you know. But I have I have a good reputation in the fact that I'm fast. If I get a commission, that commission's usually in the mail the next day or within 2 days. Very rarely will anyone have to wait 3 days for me to give them tracking or a picture of what I did for them. It's super, super fucking rare. I think the only time that I ever was like 4 days late was because I was waiting to get fucking the Gemini mailers in the mail, because I didn't want to ship it not in a Gemini. The fucking piece was done, but I just didn't want to ship it.
I was like, oh man, like, wow, this is going to be a crazy story. And then I stopped watching it. I stopped watching it, and then I was
See, fucking them pens will clean that shit up.
You haven't seen the whole fucking thing, dude. I walked away going, Manti Te'o. Everyone deserves to give Manti Te'o $1 in this country and set him up for the rest of his life. Fine with money, but set him up for the rest of his life and let him find a place to allocate those dollars because he's a great person.
I've heard it.
Did you know? I didn't know that people just started calling him gay.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize that.
I think it got incredibly bullied by so many people, especially online. You know,
Online,
it got brutal.
and I had no idea that they were like, because I remember when this happened, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. How the fuck, what is this? Like, is this?
I sent him one of those like when they recut the letters out of the newspaper clippings, and he said like, "Oh no," and I mailed it to him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I said all Notre Dame players are
This season, find better
Thanks,
ways to
man.
take on new terrain, push well beyond celebrates, always knowing where you are and where you're headed. Play harder, work smarter.
Devil's in the details.
As you are. Alanis, look outside.
I texted him last night. That's why he was documentary. It's just like, shoot, you're a bigger man than me. Like, I'm fucking with you. I would fucking gun my mouth. The fucking world. Can you imagine? I think he was, I mean, I'm not speaking on behalf of him, but from what it looked like, he was probably a virgin. You know, he's very, very, very religious.
He's very religious.
He's a Mormon.
He was on the ice when he hoped for that.
He was. It was him, Johnny Manziel, and TJ Bradley. And so, but it was him, Johnny Manziel. That was an interesting husband class.
Yeah.
But he, imagine being extremely rich. Can I tell you, I sometimes think it's not fair that Johnny Manziel turned out the way he did. Who's the other guy? K-State? You don't recognize that guy?
That is
I don't know that guy's story.
that's the quarterback from what? Oklahoma?
K-State.
K-State?
Yeah.
What?
Johnny Manziel, who? Don't even have his name. He's like, hey man, can you guys just drop it? I took one picture with these two guys.
I don't know.
But think about, like, Manti Te'o is a great person top to bottom. Has always done the right thing.
Yeah.
His parents said, there was two things he said, yes dad and yes mom. Never questioned. Busted his ass. Lived in a life of God in the Mormon church. Followed the Lord when the Lord gave him direction. He went, I got you. It's not maybe what I want to do.
You're right. K-State quarterback Collins.
He committed a bank robbery, I think. It's an interesting husband class. And so, I'm joking. But he does all the right things. Finds a girl online that's gorgeous. Doesn't know, I'm naive at best. Very naive. Doesn't want to admit to people, I've just been chatting online. But he says that, I met her. He's told she died. He doesn't do one thing wrong. He doesn't do not one thing did he do wrong. Except for maybe lying to his dad and saying I've met her because he was embarrassed. Right. And then all this shit happens to him. You want to talk about life not being fucking fair? You do everything right. And you don't lie at all. And then
Loading brothers
that shit
home.
happens to you. Then
Dogs are going
especially
off.
as a religious person, I'm not sure the Mormon church isn't like super cool with gay people. You get branded as a homosexual, and then you still get married, you still have a family, you go back to Hawaii, you live a great life, and then he's forgiven the dude who catfished him. He's forgiven all the people online that have gone after him, and he goes, it's hard. People say you want a picture, and I know that same person trashed me online about a year ago. And as I sent that text message, I'm sure, I didn't know people were calling him gay.
I think the thing that registered the most is I remember, the story is that you immediately empathize with like, oh my god, this is humiliating.
Yes.
I have a sensitivity to humiliation. I think, I don't like to humiliate people.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Like I'll burn someone onto the crowd for saying, but like I don't like the idea of like somebody comes in here and like I'm gonna fucking embarrass this guy.
Yeah.
So like when I remember
Thank you.
feeling how horrible that must feel to be like it's so exposed. I think you get so exposed you have to play past. You know what I mean? When everybody trains you, you're just like, I mean, now it's like there's the shame almost probably goes away.
Shane Gillis has talked about
You really,
about what that is like. He said it's just surreal.
Yeah.
It's surreal, and there's a there's a select group of people that have experienced that. I pray to God I never have to deal with it. I just pray to God that for whatever reason, that's possible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm trying not to speak in absolutes anymore. So I always say I don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
I did one time. I definitely did as an adult one time. I definitely did. So I'm trying not to speak in absolutes, but that. Can you imagine you didn't do anything wrong? You didn't do anything wrong, and then that happens.
Mm-hmm. He said he went from there's an anti-Teo to there's an anti-Teo.
Yeah.
The shift.
I mean, that.
yeah, he is. He still is.
Jacked.
Yeah. This is fucking all-American linebacker.
God damn.
One last thing. Can we talk about the porn people?
Yeah.
If you want to support your favorite porn person, buy their content. Go to that's what they. You can watch that. Everybody goes to
Their OnlyFans.
Go to their OnlyFans, and if you are a big supporter or you're a fan of
I let all my OnlyFans run out, and I lost that credit card.
Yeah.
And so now it was easy to resubscribe.
Yeah.
So I just hit resubscribe, and then be like, another month, another 6 months, another 9 years.
But if you want to support them, that's the way. Buy their content from them. Be a big fan.
I have a link on my website, burpburpburp.com, that has all the porn sites that you want to subscribe. Mostly it's Atlantic City and September 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
But,
I'm on tour. I've announced international.
oh, when are you going international?
So January, I do Australia, New Zealand.
Okay.
And we moved to in Sydney. We moved to the we moved venues. We moved to the bigger theater. And then I haven't yet announced the next stuff, which is in a. It's.
Yeah, it's fucking hot here too, dude.
Really. Oh yeah, we moved to the Aware Super Theater in Sydney.
Is that different than the Sydney Opera House?
It is different. Exactly. Really. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I just planned out.
And just so you know, if you had tickets to either show on the 20th and 21st at the previous venue, for either time, they applied to the show on the 20th and 21st.
So you added a show in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Added two shows in Melbourne.
I don't know where we're at. We're doing 4 in Brisbane, I think 4. We're doing a lot of shows in Australia. And then we will announce so many more international shows. So I can't say it yet.
Well, I'll show you my international schedule.
Is it crazy?
What's so funny? I don't have. I think it's flip-flops.
And I announced my Netflix special is being shot.
What?
It's being shot
Where are you shooting it?
in Phoenix.
For real?
Yeah.
Where are you shooting it?
At the Celebrity Theater.
I hate your guts.
Why?
That's the best place to shoot a special.
See,
That is the best place to shoot a special.
November.
That is the worst. Are you serious? My birthday's November 3rd. Are you shooting it? That means you're shooting 2 shows?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Oh, shoot 4.
Oh, maybe I will.
Certain. Have you put out tickets yet?
I don't know.
There's going to be 6 fucking shows. You're going to do 10 shows in fucking. You're going to do. You can shoot. You should do the Chappelle. And I think he shot 19 shows. It's crazy. That's like they give yourself too much. That Celebrity Theater is one of my favorite places to perform.
It's right.
It's so great. That's going to be an amazing special.
I hope so. And yours, you're shooting yours in Omaha.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to release our specials like back to back like we did last time?
Hopefully there's a pandemic that allows us to.
Oh, Monkeypox.
Yeah, Monkeypox. We'll take people down and force us down. Do that again.
Celebrity, have you released tickets? Have you put those on sale yet?
The first show went on pre-sale last week.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time it's over.
And so, yeah. Oh, nice. I'm doing mine now.
Where at?
I don't know. The Orpheum?
Okay.
I think they're sold out.
Alright.
We're doing 4. We shoot 4. We go and shoot 4. Because fucking Cornhuskers for Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to compete with that. It doesn't matter who's in town.
I don't.
It could be the Stones, it could be fucking Harry Styles.
It was a little Savant Day in Boston.
Yeah, that's my encore play in Boston. I already did Boston.
When's this? Is this in November?
Yeah, but I already did it. I already did Duran and
Sweet. Why didn't we should have done? I'm so much to talk about.
yeah, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up and we'll go eat lunch and then come to another one.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Was it Brits the Machine? Maybe no chance in hell they'll keep it clean. 2 bears, 1 cave. I think me and Foo should do a podcast. And not just focus on comics. We'll talk about just random shit. Just like these guys did.
She's so frustrated about our birthday present game.
She is.
Because I started Googling things I was going to buy you. She's like, first of all, we're not buying that. I was like, we're not buying it for you. We're buying it for Tom. She's like, hold on. She's like,
so excited. I'm so excited.
100%.
Guys, you have to have home insurance. You have to have auto insurance. And the best place to get this all done is at Policy Genius. It can be a daunting task. You're like, what do I do? Where do I go? These guys help you protect the things you work hard for. And of course, protect your family. If you have a family and you don't have insurance to cover your home or your auto, you are being irresponsible. You need to do it. Policy Genius makes it easy. You combine a cutting-edge insurance marketplace with help from licensed experts to save you time and money. You go over to PolicyGenius.com, answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property, and Policy Genius does the rest. They compare over 30 top insurers with Progressive and Nationwide to find the lowest quote. If you're a homeowner, head over to PolicyGenius.com right now to get started. They've saved their home and auto insurance customers an average.
What do you say, Ivan? Did I fix it?
By free shopping. Policy Genius, when it comes to insurance, it's
Looks
nice
a lot
to get it
better
right.
now with the
This
pen work
podcast
on
is
there.
brought to you by Kamikoto. Kamikoto makes great kitchen knives using traditional technique. Each box comes with a beautiful, heavy-duty ashwood box, and they've got great knives with recessed, duty cleavers, ultra-sharp steak knives, which I've got.
You haven't stopped talking about this.
I love these steak knives; are so amazing. I've had a problem finding the right steak knives. I got these. The handles are nice, heavy black handles, sharp blades. You cut into a fillet and it slices through them. These are so great because of the boxes and the whetstone. We're giving them as gifts to all of
Thanks,
our friends.
Jimmy.
All my parents are getting them. My sister's getting them. Everyone that enjoys red meat should be getting one of these knives. They are fucking awesome. I love these steak knives. You can maintain with the edge with their whetstones. That's WHETSTON.
Thanks, Jimmy. I've listened to all the podcasts that came out today.
Men do not like women who are more successful than them. I was in my jacuzzi the other night, and a bunch of us were playing that she's a 10 game. And I said, she's a 10.
Minnesota Trust my body to you, my friend.
Joey Diaz, he had something today, didn't he? I didn't watch Joey. Oh, food. fucking food talking shit to me right now, this bastard. Where's Joey Diaz? He did post a thing today, Uncle Joey's joint.
This podcast is brought to you by Onnit. Go to Onnit.com and look at the great selection of supplements. If you find something you like, press in code Joey and get 10% off delivered right to your house. What's happening, you bad motherfuckers? We're back, cocksuckers. It's Monday, the 29th of August, and the joint is brought to you by DraftKings. Listen, football season is about to begin. For Uncle Joey, it began fucking Saturday. I had the over on the Hawaii, whatever fucking game. I had to wait till 2 in the morning to get results, but it came through. But you get ready for NFL Week 1 action with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. And to celebrate the return of football, listen, I know you guys were in different fucking places last year, and you liked them or you didn't like them, but it's a whole new fucking football season. And DraftKings is better than ever. I fucking love DraftKings. Experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. Get up to 7 and you win. Bet on any NFL team of your choice, and if your team leads by 7 points at any point during the game, you get paid instantly. Even if your team loses, you win. Who's better than DraftKings? Nobody. They're safe, secure, and reliable. Deposit and withdraw cash whenever the hell you want. This is your year with DraftKings. Plus, they got a social media page that'll rock your world. You can get together with other gamblers, see what they're betting, overs, learn things. So do me a favor, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use promo code Joey to get 200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet on any football team. That's code Joey, Joey, only at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. But do me a favor, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and get ready to win some motherfucking cash, cocksuckers. The joint is also brought to you by Stamps.com. Listen, unless you're Santa Claus, you're not looking forward to dealing with the holiday mails. And if you haven't started prepping for the chaos,
I'm working on it. I fixed the saber tooth.
you're already falling behind, guys. Don't get confused. It's September, whatever the fuck, August, but it's starting already. Stamps.com is everything you need to make life easier. It's the virtual 24/7.
If you guys want to hop in on the live, let me know. I'll send a link.
My wife and I use Stamps.com for the last 11, 12 years, and we fucking love it. Stamps.com gives you the access to the post office and UPS shipping services.
Pay attention to Uncle Joey, Jimmy. Pay attention. Stamps.com, Jimmy.
6% off UPS. You know Uncle Joey comes out here on Monday. All you need is a regular computer and a motherfucking printer. Those special supplies will equip. You'll be up and running in minutes. Print official, posted for any letter, package anywhere, anytime. Get ahead of the holiday chaos this year. Get started with Stamps.com today. I don't care if you got a small business or 800 fucking employees. Sign up with promo code Joey for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scan.
Pay attention, Jimmy.
Contracts. Just go to Stamps.com and click on the microphone at the top of the page and enter code Joey. It's that easy. And now, let's get ready for this motherfucking show, Jack. 29th. I'm sorry.
I fucking love Joey Diaz.
I was at the fucking Outer Banks with the family and 5 other families, 20-something people in a fucking house.
He talks just like me. I fucking love this guy. Shout out to Dutch Donuts.
Diabetes and shit. I had 1 donut one day, early in the morning after my workout, and 1 morning and 1 donut the other morning, and I did not have the maple glaze with bacon. I gotta work myself up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kept saying, when I put the picture up on Instagram, it was really weird. The lady at the place said, you gotta try the bacon with maple nut, whatever the fuck, syrup, maple syrup. And it sounded good, but fucking bacon and fucking whatever, that's, yeah, sweet, that'll send me into another fucking dimension. So I was like, I'm not ready for it yet, but it was beautiful. The fucking donuts were great. Look, I did a lot of crazy shit down there. I was on antibiotics for starters, so the first couple of days, I swelled up from the fucking salt and the water and not having my chair with my feet go up and shit. But then I didn't lift a fucking weight. I didn't touch a fucking weight all week. I just swam every morning. I would get up. I had a nice little system down there, guys. I was telling Mike how much I miss the outdoor. Guys, Colorado was made for a chubby fucking spick like me. I don't know if I can describe it any better. That state had everything that soothed my nerves. I mean, not from my stories of what I was doing up there. But even Boulder, guys, I forgot to mention to you guys, before I left Boulder, last year before I left Boulder, I had weights at the house, like a bench. The bench was my dinner table. My weightlifting bench, it was a fucking, where I wrote jokes. That bench, I wish I could still have that bench today. It was a one and all purpose type of fucking thing. I used to lift a lot in Colorado, swim and all that shit. But the one thing I loved when I lived in North Boulder was just smoking a fucking bong or two and then rolling a fucking joint and walking up a hill. Just walk up a fucking hill. Guys, yeah, you're a little scared. You got the mountain lions. One time, I didn't see a bear, but I heard that motherfucker. It sounds like a little bit of an earthquake on the floor and shit. You see trees moving weird. I got the fuck out of there. But that was part of what I was. When I went down to, I moved to fucking Seattle. It rained. You could walk in that shit all day. And in Los Angeles is a fucking concrete jungle, And they got places to walk in Los Angeles, parks and shit. But I don't know. I was so into my career, I forgot all about that. And then I got to Jersey 2 years ago. And when I first got here, for me just to get out of my head, I would go to like a fucking softball field. There's a little league field about a mile from here, and there's another field like football. But I would go behind. Like when my daughter practices softball, if you walk behind, they got a path. And there's times while they're back there, I want to get away from the mosquitoes. I take my little nature walk, dog, and it does wonders for you. It really does. Like, even now, when I wake up in the morning, I do not. I'll tell you the biggest mistake I was making. I don't know how it is for you guys.
Do not what?
But the biggest fucking mistake you could make today. I'm going to tell you what it is. Besides drinking a Coke for breakfast.
I probably could just by rubbing my hand on the paper hard enough. Probably pick up all the ink.
You lost. And guys, I did it for fucking years where I would, you get up and you go right to the computer with your fucking phone and your fucking cup of coffee. And I'm waking up, and before I could even process what happened yesterday or process what I'm doing today, you're getting bombarded with, Trump called her a fat fuck, back then when I would wake up in the morning, every day was something about Trump. He called this chick a fucking pig, whatever the fuck he was. And it wasn't just Trump. I'm not talking about Trump here. I'm just talking about all the niggas, and I hate saying that.
A lot of people are talking about Trump today.
That's got nothing to do with you at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what it was. I think that was a trigger for my just getting into the shower and going, what the fuck? This is happening. This is So now, when I wake up in the motherfucking morning for the last 2.5 years, I don't even go to that area. I get my cup of coffee, and I go and I sit in a chair. We all have a fucking chair. If you don't have a chair, get a fucking milk crate. It worked for me for years, okay?
Get a fucking milk crate.
They got the milk crates out there. Steal them. I got 10 of these fucking crates. That's how I do them. One a week, you steal some fucking milk crates. I don't care if you got to put one on top of the other. They got those long ones. Like the ones that have the almond and the regular milk ones. I don't like these. But they got those fucking big ones. I used to sit on one of those. Just sit outside. I don't give a fuck if it's 10. Even last winter, I went outside every morning. Every fucking morning. It was snow. You build a little trench for yourself, like a little igloo fucking spot. And drink that coffee or drink your protein drink. I don't know what the fuck you drink in the morning, your fucking soy latte. And just look at the clouds, look at the sky, and process what happened last night. Process what happened yesterday, and process.
So a milk crate would fucking
I gotta tell you something.
implode if I tried stepping on it.
Instagram, Twitter, and this chick showing a pussy. You got this chick sucking a cock. You got fucking this guy talking about who hates Joe Rogan. What the fuck, Aaron, whatever said on there about that. You know, you're gonna die. Your mind cannot handle it. That's what's going on right now. There is so much fucking information thrown at you that you can't fucking process it. You know, and I learned this, guys. I was dying of fucking anxiety for 5 fucking years. Medication, breathing. I didn't know what it was. And I gotta be honest with you now, thinking about it, yes, it was the move and the whole thing. But it was more than I was sick and tired of just doing comedy. I was fucking sick and tired of it. Like, just, I was at a point where I just couldn't take it no more, guys. The plane rides, the bullshit, the fucking agents, it got old. But besides that, it was all the information that was getting thrown at me. And I think right now, all these people that have mental health problems, including myself, that things aren't still the same, a little right for you since the pandemic started, whatever the fuck is going on, it's because of all the fucking information we got thrown at us. If you look at people, they go fucking crazy.
Empty your bank account to watch me break a milk crate.
I don't know where the fuck you live in your peaceful abode, but people are fucking going off. I went to the gym this morning. I'm on the bike. They had the news on, right? And back to the local Jersey fucking news. There was 2 people shot in Tom's River, which is 25 minutes from me. You know, they're stealing cars in Newark, left and right. I mean, it's just so. And you start thinking about shit that you don't need to be there in the morning. So think about it, like, if you have a fucking nice car, and you live in this area, whatever, Freehold, what they're doing is these car thieves get the fucking cars at night when you're sleeping. They go through your key fob. Even if you have your key fob in the fucking house now, they can steal your fucking car. Look at Jimmy's neighbor. They got ways to steal your cars now that, you know, we did all this fucking technology with the key fob. They're telling you to take it out of the fucking car. Don't leave it. How about this one? You can't leave a key fob by your door, whatever the fuck they call. Because people consume something, some electronic. Listen, I'm not a fucking genius. I'm just telling you what people say to me, and I process it and go, okay, I won't leave my key fob by the fucking door. Okay, I got it. But it's people going off, and I think part of it is everything that gets thrown at you all day. You know, if you go right to fucking Yahoo or CNN News or whatever the fuck it is, you know, I don't know who's right. I don't know who's
I think he's making a point because my day started off fucking horrible. It's because of Jimmy.
You got this shit, you know, it's constant, guys. So what I'm trying to say is you don't need that early in the morning. And it's helped me 150 fucking percent. You know what my problem was? My problem was that I was always in a rush in my mind. I gotta go. I gotta finish this and go. Where the fuck are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Guys, I would wake up at 4 in the morning to be honest to God. I'm being honest with you. Cause I would get up at 4 and run over to Twitter and check his shit like something was gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Joe's gonna put a picture up of his fucking bicycle. I lifted today, you know. Whatever, fucking walk 30 minutes, whatever on the treadmill yesterday, put it up. I'm gonna the car sitting there for 8 hours driving back to North Carolina. And he puts a thing up in a fancy fucking treadmill. Like everybody's got a fucking treadmill. So, it's shit, I give it the time that's needed. I go out there. First thing when I got my cup of coffee, I don't like people talking around me. I don't want to hear about, like, in this house this last week, there may be 2 mornings that people came up. Biden, I go right outside. Right out there. I go right outside. You know, I'm not into that. I don't want to hear that shit at all. You forget student loans. You forget mine. I already paid it. Who's the asshole here? So, you know, you go outside, guys. You say thank you. God, forgive me another fucking day. How can I be a little better than I was yesterday? And then I give my gratitude for the day and my 5 things I'm grateful for. And you know what? I say them out loud. If you're driving by and you think I'm crazy, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for fucking my family. Whatever the fuck you're grateful for, I'm grateful for what I have. And most importantly, what I don't fucking have. How's that one for you, cocksuckers? You know, for everybody who thinks you need a Lamborghini in your life, you don't need dick. Okay?
You don't need dick.
It's $1 million a year and up. Are you gonna fucking do that? You're gonna win the lottery every year, cocksucker. No, you're not. So keep making those donuts. Whatever it takes. I mean, I'm not gonna sit out there for 2 hours like a bumpy. I got shit to do. But however long the process takes.
5 things I'm grateful for.
My wife comes and we discuss 10 minutes of the week, of the day, what's going on. Then she goes her way, and I come down and start my day with the computer, emails, whatever. And then from there you go to a fucking gym, whatever you fucking do. I'm saying is, I just don't fucking jump.
Who invited this guy?
It's no bueno. Anyway, I tell you motherfuckers what happened last week. Because you know how it is, guys. You sit here for 8 fucking months, nobody calls you, right? Nobody fucking calls you. Not one person. Hey, Joe, I got a job for you. Blah, blah, blah. I have an agent in New York. I got 2 agents. You know me. I'm always running with a guy on the side. I got a guy. But this guy's Ubats. 8 months.
Ubats.
So now what? Anyway. So I got my little gay brother. I've had him. He got me Spider-Man too. So think how long I've known Dave for. Dave is my brother. And Dave moved to New York. He's my little gay brother, and he just books theater, which I don't give a fuck. But I told him, Dave, can you help me out? He goes, if I see something, I'll submit you for it.
Oh, poor Gary.
I take the car.
The thing Gary's more offended by is that actual work is being done on screen. That's what is fucking bothering Gary the most. Is that, oh my God, he's actually working.
I don't think tell these Mexicans to move to North Carolina is the smartest fucking move in the world. So they don't have to have hand-to-hand combat with their fucking families. But I'll tell you something. I stopped at a Mexican place. And from the outside, I gave it a 2. I give it go to a place and I don't even know where I'm going in there. I already see shit and blood coming out of my fucking asshole. You know? Me, my wife, the other family went in there. First off, they had to put tables together for us. They had like 3 different tables. The last table was a circular. This one was like a poker card table, and this one was a nice dinner table. They had maybe 6 tables in the place. El Cuyanto, I don't fucking know. I think it was in Virginia. We go in there, the families in there, they got put up.
Gary's severely offended that work is actually being done. Look at him.
I sat down. I'm like, I'm gonna be a little careful here. I'm not even gonna touch the tables. Like I said, they had to put 3 tables together. I think it was 3. It was like 7 of us. They had to put 3 tables together. All tables were all fucking different, right? So I'm not feeling confident about this fucking place. They never even had time to go get tables. You know what I'm saying? When they opened the restaurant, so. She comes over, they bring some chips and salsa. Chips and money, and salsa's fucking even better. Okay. Then it comes time to order. And I wanted to be safe. So I ordered chicken enchiladas with the green sauce. Let me tell you something, guys. I wish I would have ordered 10 orders of it. It was so fucking good. That's number one. Number two, I think what stood out. The fucking chicken was tremendous. It wasn't those roasted chickens from Costco. Yeah, these are Mexicans. They dope that motherfucker up, Jack. They dope that motherfucking chicken up. And they put in enchiladas with fucking green sauce. Oh my God, with rice and beans. These motherfuckers, and the bill was like $80 for 15 of us. So put that in your pipe and smoke it in North Carolina. That was the only meal I had out. That was the only time I had out. It was fucking delicious. The people were great. They had fried ice cream for the kids.
You know what? Fuck you, foo.
I like fried ice cream. I don't know. I like my ice cream fucking cold. I like my ice cream cold. I don't know fucking fried ice cream. I took my daughter someplace 2 weeks ago. She gets the Oreo pancakes. I'm okay with that. It's bad enough. I can't. I fucking ate them all. 2 fucking fried Oreos up on top. On top of the fucking. I'm like, Mercy, what is this? I think that for giving those fucking things. But I like them.
Batman's gay now too, Ivan. I think every superhero in DC's roster is gay now or transvestite. I don't think they have a straight one because I don't think you're allowed to be straight at DC.
Can you make up your mind on this offer? I got an offer from myself. So I'm sitting like I told you, motherfuckers. You never know what's gonna fucking happen when you go away. Nobody bothers you. I would sit at home for 2 weeks. And the minute the Uber would come, and I would close the door on the Uber. I swear to God, guys, I would just close the door on the Uber. The guy would go, hey, boy, yeah. Not even 5 seconds, right away, my agent. What's up? Hey, you have an audition for a fucking movie. You miserable fucks. All week I've been sitting here with my finger up my ass, going to fucking hanging out with medibles. Nobody fucking calls. And now you want to fucking call me today as I'm leaving. So sure enough, Monday, I get this long email about this pilot. They want to use me, blah, blah, blah. They want a picture of me with the kid. You know, just really. I want to think about this shit right now. I didn't even reply. I was like, fuck it, I'll deal with this later. The next day, you ready for this motherfucker?
Probably. DC has fully embraced the rainbow.
Guys, you ready for this?
It's actually like it's fucking weird. It's weird how every character is gay now. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. I understand inclusion and all that shit. Make a gay superhero. Don't fucking make the superhero that people have seen since what, the 30s? Don't make him gay. Because then that won't make sense. And you'll piss off the fandom.
He goes, you fucking do it to me all the time. He goes, they call me, they ask me for my client list. I send it, and they want to talk to you. I don't know why. I don't know what you're doing over there. I go, but Dave, a fucking play. I can see it. It's like a play off Broadway. That's who I am. I'm not good enough. I've never done it. I did a play one time. I got fired in LA. The worst play ever. Huh? So I look at this fucking audition. I haven't seen Guys and Dolls, the movie, in 30 fucking years, you know. Yeah, everybody does. They play in high school. I didn't do fucking plays in high school, so.
20 weeks, Gary. 20 weeks, and you've never even had me on the show. How's that make you feel?
So I'm like, holy fuck. So I called another dear friend of mine. And I'm like, hey, I gotta run this by you. She almost fainted. She's a play chick, you know. She almost fainted on the phone. She goes, oh, are you fucking serious? You're definitely doing that. Oh my God. She goes, I love that play. She goes, who you reading for? Big Jules? I go, yeah. And she's like, you gotta fucking do it. So tomorrow, I'm putting this fucking audition on tape. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna put a suit on. I'm gonna fucking look smoking. Because the role is for a 60-year-old guy. It's an old guy, so I'm not out to dye my hair. I don't do dick. said rather than no singing, no dancing, because while he's at home going, Joey, you gotta dance. Listen, my mambo days are fucking over.
My mambo days are fucking over.
My mambo days are fucking over. So I'm gonna. Why not? What's the worst thing to say to me? No, who cares? I move on. We come back. We do the podcast. We still have the.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing, Gary. I don't want to come on your show.
Yeah, that's it. No.
So take that however you want it, but I don't want to be a part of the bastardization of the greatest comic book ever made by its creator. So take that how you want. But I don't want to be a part of the fall of the greatest comic book.
Why fucking not? You know, so I read the script last night. I fucking went over the fucking sides. I don't know them yet. They're pretty interesting. Big Jules.
Your desire to be Mr. Hollywood
was about a guy, you know, Big Jules
is just something that I can't support.
loses a dice and he wants to take the marker out. And then he goes, but hold on, we gotta play with my dice. The guy's like, what dice? And he shows up with dice with no fucking numbers on it. And he goes, what is this? He goes, I got them specially made. He goes, where are the numbers? He goes, I got rid of the numbers. He goes, so how do we know? He goes, I know in my head. I know where the numbers are placed. I fucking died of that and stuff. You know what? Fuck it. What do I got to lose? What am I doing with my life?
Like I said, no thank you. I will turn it down.
At the fucking the Brit Show. We are doing
I don't want to take part.
the last fucking show this Friday. I'm definitely showing up. I don't know what's going to happen.
Plus, you're clearly embarrassed of me
Because I'm flying back
to not have me on the show. So,
I called them up and said,
you know,
here's the deal. I'll take commercial down there, but I'm not getting stuck on fucking Labor Day weekend in Mississippi. That it doesn't even sound fucking good right there. They never even made
you just don't value your fans. And I get it. You know, Mr. Hollywood, you know, thinks that he should be having a whole different spectrum. Yeah. Oh, I like that name, Mr. Hollywood's Happy Hour. That's fucking good.
I talked to Bird, it's fucking confirmed. I'm going to Mississippi. I'm doing that fucking kick-ass show.
I like that name. That's a good name for your show.
The DJ, everybody.
Mr. Hollywood's Happy Hour.
I gotta go to my fucking girl's wedding. Florentines are getting married in Neptune, New Jersey. There's no wedding. I just gotta go to the reception. Thank God.
Let's listen to the Fancy Whites give you advice about doilies and eating haggis.
Fucking Labor Day. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I was telling my wife on the drive up yesterday. And I'm not saying this, I'm not one of these guys that fucking says it just to say it. This is the best summer I've had in a long fucking time. Guys, I'm done. Like, I fucking got shot at. I got thrown in jail. I found my mother dead. You know, I've been stuck. I'm done. Like, I just want to giggle now. I just want to smoke my little reefer.
Smoke my little reefer.
I took that tremendous OG down there.
Oh, you are the fanciest white person that I know, dude.
You know, guys, I didn't bring a grinder. So I had to cut that weed with a scissor. Oh, I was rolling joints the first 2 days, and I was getting fucking blasted. I had no reason to lie to you guys. I probably put on 10 bottles the first 2 days and not eating sweets. They were cooking. We didn't eat at one restaurant when we were down there. 6 nights. You know how nice that felt? Do you know how fucking nice that felt? Just to have home meals every night. Our Portuguese family came. That motherfucker. She made some black beans. Oh my God. Some black beans, and she put some chorizo in it for flavor. like 6 different crews. This is my number 1 crew. I love these guys. The one guy's a garbage man in the city. He works at the fucking place. Big dude, makes fucking great happen up from Staten Island. You know, like they're all Staten Island Italian and Irish and shit. And the boys of these people from fucking Newark. The second night, I mean, the second or third night, she made black beans. My fucking eyes were rolling back. And the Korean dude took fucking short ribs and marinated these motherfuckers for 4 days. Like he's marinated them before and I've had them, but that day, he left them in there for 4 fucking days.
Someone from China just tried accessing my...
Short rib with fucking Korean dressing. That's 11 points. So 2 short ribs is 22 fucking points. And black beans
Apple ID.
I was like, fuck it. I didn't eat no more than 2 of those fucking short ribs. But I got a big dish of fucking black beans.
I just got a notification.
She chopped up garlic, put it on the bottom, like an inch of garlic on a dish, and then chopped like 2 inches of onions on top, so you can put it all over your fucking black beans.
Jimmy hired some fucking communists to hack me.
Extra garlic, dog. I was farting all fucking night. When you can smell your fart, you'll fucking sit back in your machine. That's when you know your asshole's working double time. You understand me? When I fart and I gotta sit back in the machine with a little fucking hole that vents air out that way, the excess air. And I get a fart creeps into that little fucking tiny.
This motherfucker's still trying.
Success, you understand me? Speaking of success, we were talking about different things for the mind and what works, you know, like for me, waking up in the morning and fucking sitting outside like a momo and looking around and saying my gratitude. These are all things that help you get grounded. Like for me, I had a lot of problems when I moved here, and these are things that helped me get grounded. But one of the things that helped me, and it's still helping me, guys, you know, like I'm down to twice a month now, and it's just talk therapy. It's fucking helped me out tremendously. So before we go on, a word from our sponsors. And now for a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Listen, like I spoke before, you gotta take care of your mind.
They're making me reset my fucking shit right now.
Outside, but so little of taking care of the most important body part, the brain. For years I did it all for. Don't feel bad. Investing time and energy in mental health is crucial to your happiness. Eating right, working out, that all helps. But there's no substitute for talk therapy. BetterHelp makes online therapy accessible, convenient, and affordable. Listen, like I told you during the podcast, I still talk to Dana twice a month. It's not every week. I cut it down. You could go with video, you could go with phone, or chat therapy sessions. Or you choose to see anyone on the camera. It's much more affordable than
Someone tried hacking me right now.
Therapist in 48 hours. If you try to get a face with a therapist today, it's going to take you 2 or 3 months. Half of them are booked out. Half of them don't even want to see clients face to face. So BetterHelp is online therapy.
Fuck you, China.
Personal therapy, you're going to flip, and the results are going to be tremendous. So what I'm going to do for you is this. Joint listeners, get 10% off your first month with BetterHelp.com/Diaz. Again, that's BetterHelp.com/Diaz. And now, back to the show. We're back, bitches. Don't forget, go to BetterHelp. Speaking of BetterHelp, let me tell you something else I realized last week that it works both fucking ways. One of my, I have a trait that's fucking bad. And it's not something, it's not a fucking addiction. It's just a trait. It runs in my fucking genes. And it's a horrible, for years I thought about how bad it was. Because it doesn't let me sleep at night. Okay? And what I'm talking about is being a vengeful person. Since I was a kid, I don't know what the fuck. I didn't like anything like people fucking doing shit to me. I still remember moving to New York City in like in the first grade, second grade. First grade, a kid did something to me one day. Like threw something at me or some shit. I waited like fucking 2 weeks till it snowed. And I blasted him in the head with a fucking snowball. They rushed me to the fucking principal's office. And my mother was like, what happened? A couple of weeks ago, I came in with a fucking shoe or something like that. But there was teacher there, and I was a little scared. There was other kids there, so I just waited for him outside one day with a fucking snowball. And I blasted him right in the fucking ear. He was bleeding. We were like 6, you know. And it's funny because my my daughter's watching Narcos, and she fucking, she watches Narcos to learn Spanish. We both watch it. That's the excuse we give my wife to watch Narcos, and she loves Pablo Escobar and stuff. So you're not gonna believe it. So my wife says to me the other day, "So what are you learning on Narcos? What did you learn those 2 seasons?" My favorite is Kid La Puta. That means son of a bitch. That's what my wife looks at. Like, what the fuck? I go, listen. Sometimes to initiate people into a language, you gotta teach them the bad words first. That's what gets people excited. And I look at a lot of people say, "Well, Joey, you're a little foul mouthed. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame you, motherfuckers. Blame your fucking children. Blame your parents. That are your age in the 70s when you came here, people were nice. Like when I was growing up in New York City, people were very nice to me. But the first words I didn't learn were fucking hello. I learned like something like that. It was something not good. And I was thinking about this. It was something not good. And when my daughter said that to me, I thought it was a story. I still remember this like it was fucking yesterday. Out across the street from 205 West 88th Street when I was growing up. I don't know what's there now. Not on the Amsterdam side, but on the 88th Street side was a laundromat. I don't know. Something happened one day with a girl from my class. She was in the first grade. I thought we were friends. Her mother was walking in line when they walked down. And I said something to her. And the next day I go to fucking school and they're like, "Jose, you gotta go to principal's office." I'm in the fucking first grade. I'm shitting my pants and fucking the mom is in there with the daughter. And she's like, "I don't know if you understood what you told my daughter yesterday, but it's unacceptable." And I'm like, "I didn't know what I said." And the lady's like, "Oh, it's too dirty to mention the thing." And I don't know. So something like, "I suck my dick." I didn't know what suck my dick meant. But that's what the kids were teaching me to say. Like, don't say hello. Say suck my dick. And I fell for it like an asshole that I am. So I told this girl, "Hey, suck my dick." And next thing you know, I got in trouble. No fucking relation to what we're talking about here. I just want to let you know a little something I came up with last week. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck, I'm in my mom. Like, I was always a vengeful person, but then when my mom told me the story about her sticking up for her sister and stabbing the guy in the back and all this shit, I was like, what? And then as I got older, I watched The Chinese Connection. All those movies I watched as a kid triggered what I already had that was wrong, which is my revenge, whatever. Like anybody who fucks with me, I gotta get them at some point in my life. I'll wait in the bush, and I'm very good at it. That's the thing about me, I'm fucking great at it. So I just sit back and relax. But I was thinking about how bad it was a couple of years ago. I'm like, this has to stop. And I remember Rogan used to have a joke 20 years ago when we first met about that. Things stayed with him. That he was still mad at a guy from 5 years earlier that had asked for oranges. He was like a pool cleaner or something like that. And he asked Joe if he could take some oranges on the way out. And Joe goes, "Yeah, help yourself." And Joe was going in the shower. And Joe said when he was in the shower, he could see the guy outside just taking a bunch of fucking oranges. It just, like more than we should have. And Joe said, for years, I wanted to tell that guy, what the fuck? But I didn't. And it ate me up. I don't know how the context, I don't know how he used it. I have the same problem. Like, people always go to me, "Oh, well, Joe Rogan says that you were funnier after he met you 3 or 4 years after he met you at the store." Yeah, because I had so many things on my mind. At that time when I met Joe, I was still plotting my wife's death and her fucking husband at the time. I was very immature and I was plotting their fucking death. That was what I didn't care about stand-up. I knew at that time that it was just something I was doing to keep me busy until I could stab both of them. But then I got a life. I met a nice girl. I got my wife. And now I look at them and I pray for them. And there's nothing wrong with that, But I had a lot of problems with that vengeful shit. I would always say something to people. I would always wait. And I enjoyed it. Like reminding people, "Hey, man, years ago you did this to me. Now it's your fucking turn to get it back to you." I enjoyed it because it's true. I don't like when people fuck with you when they're in a circle, but it doesn't matter. I became a very vengeful person over the fucking years. But I also thought about the other side of that yin and the yang. Because, yeah, it took me down some bad fucking roads. And thank God I didn't do all the things always say, thank God. Thank God I didn't act it out. You know, I did act out a lot of things, kidnappings and shit like that, robbing drug dealers, but I never acted out 50% of the shit I wanted to do. But then I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, wait a second. That revenge shit works there, but it's also worked me a little part of my life. And it's just me doing things. Like, I never want to fail at something, even though you have to. You have to fail at things to get better at them. I always had a strong belief that I didn't want to fucking fail at things, you know? So there's times when I pick something up. I don't know. Like when I was a kid, I don't know, we got into this conversation. We were talking about, my wife asked me what happened with basketball. She didn't know the whole story. And one of my friends and me were talking, and she heard some shit that we were saying, like, all that day. We were talking about the summer before my mother died, how I didn't want to play basketball, I was going to play football, and I started fucking bleeding. Like, I started spitting blood, and I got rushed to the hospital, and it was just, but I always hated quitting basketball. As I got older, I hated it more and more, but there was nothing I could do. I was 26 or 27 years old. What are you going to do, start from scratch and try to make it into the NBA? It's not going to work. So, but that lesson, when I quit basketball at my freshman year, stuck with me forever because I never wanted that to happen again. So anything that I do that fails, maybe it's not failure. Maybe it comes into your life when you're not ready for it. Are you with me on this? Because there's a lot of things that have come into my life that I appreciated, but I wasn't ready for. And at one point, I was ready, and I said, okay, now I'm ready to take this challenge. You know, it's funny. In 1996, I wrote a fucking joke that a fucking guy got stabbed. The Jewish, whatever, got stabbed. Okay, and he got killed. I forget what his name was. I'm sorry. I can't keep on top of all these fucking names. But I had a joke. You know, I like the guy got stabbed, and I go, you know why that guy got stabbed? Because $40 is $40. The guy who stabbed him was Jewish or something. And I made a joke like, he got stabbed because in his world, $40 is $40. It's either that joke or it was another joke that I can't come to mind. It was 1996, 1997, guys. And there was only one person who would laugh at that fucking joke every time I did it in an open mic setting, and that was Josh Wolf. He laughed for two reasons. Because the joke was funny, but he also laughed because the joke would bomb. All right? Like, nobody in the room got it. And about a month, I couldn't figure out how to fucking set it up.
All right. All finished.
I couldn't figure out how to fucking
That's what working looks like, Gary.